The Global Immersion class was inserted in the MBA program for twofold, really, two reasons. And that is to expose our students to a different culture and hope to make them better global citizens, and also to strengthen ties between our partner institutions and the University of Central Oklahoma, to allow us to see different cultures and how aspects of that culture translate into business practices. Because, as Thomas Friedman points out, the world is flat. We can't do anything really without having some transaction across international borders. And at some point, as our students rise in positions of authority within companies, they'll likely be interfacing directly with people in different countries.
So I chose the UCO MBA program because I am looking to change careers. The hospitality industry has been great, but I feel like I can do a little bit more with my career, and I wanted to challenge myself in order to move on to that next step.
I came on this trip because I feel like when you travel that you learn something that is not, cannot be taught in a classroom. And I think it's far more important to understand culture in a business setting, and especially with our world becoming so global, that being able to actually be in the environment with people from this culture or any culture and learning how they do business and how they interact, you know, is much more important to me in learning how to be a good business person in the United States than any course could ever teach me.
Switzerland is one of the premier countries for doing business globally. So what I want to show particularly with Switzerland is how sophisticated they are with their banking system. We've got the CEO of Swiss Steel speaking to us this morning, and he will, I believe, speak quite openly about the current tariff situation in the United States, and allow us to think, we have our own opinions of how those tariffs might work, and we'll gain this perspective from someone who is likely facing these tariffs here in the immediate future. The other tours that we'll have today are with hospitality. We're going to see Swiss Hotel Management. So that's a school right across the lake here.
It was very similar, like, you know, even being OSU has a great hospitality school, and Lucerne obviously has one that is recognized around the world. You know, but we took a lot of the same classes. I think the big difference is the amount of apprenticeships or internships that they had throughout their schooling, whereas we would do school straight through and have maybe one internship your junior year into senior year. They had you know, jobs and internships along the way, which I believe is a better way of doing the program, because of a lot of that hospitality industry is so hands-on experience and learning. You're learning not only about the trade, but what is your true passion.
I think it will help me to be more punctual, number one. I realize that this culture values punctuality a lot more than I value it. I also think that I learned the importance of building relationships, which I already knew were important, but not making assumptions. So maybe I will come back with a better understanding of how to interact in the world without any assumptions or expectations.
Just being in Switzerland, they're so, I guess, passionate about their craft. So seeing that, I mean, it just makes you want to put into place your own standards and ways of doing things that, you know, would, that excellence service, that over the top, you know, whatever it may be, product